podcast show here. I am your host, Coach Uncle Milt, and we here today, on the 20th of January, and I'm so glad to see it, man. I'm so glad to get back in the chair. We've been off a minute. We supposed to be back last week, but, things is going on, so we pushed it back, and we had a lot of cancellations on certain things we wanted to do on the show coming back, but we got a little light night tonight, but it's okay. We're not gonna move nothing around because we got a heavy show coming up next week, and the following week after that. So we're gonna keep things light tonight and talk about some local things and talk about some things that happen out of town. We got a video in, man, that we're gonna have to play it at the bottom of the next hour. It just came in about an arsonist down there that did some things. So we got the videotape of that, man. We're gonna play that and bring it to you. We waiting for Ralph Draper to come in from D1. He's gonna let us know what went down in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. So we here. Joe's here. Kai couldn't make it tonight. And we coming in this year, man. A lot of things happened last year, man. Last December they eradicated the elections, So, that made way to what we have today, the inaugurations of our new president, President Biden and Vice President Harris. We want to wish them a lot of luck. We want to wish them Godspeed and and hoping that they do good work for the American people. Another thing that made big news, these Trump supporters, man, they was like they just went broke wild, man. They went and stormed the Capitol. Anybody got a comment about that, man? I like to talk about that for a minute. They stormed the Capitol, man, and they really believed that they was going to overturn the government, And it's give us a call about this, man. I want to talk about this right away. 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. These people really thought that I know there's some, what you call, privilege, these privileged people. I ain't going to call what they, the full thing, but they privileged people. And they really, really thought that they're going to go up in here and take people hostage and hang some people. And everything's supposed to go like, oh, now it's our country. You just hear the language. You go to YouTube and put the videos in. You hear the language of what they saying is our country, and we built this house. And I'm like, what? This house been up here like over 100 years. You ain't did nothing. You ain't built nothing. You're benefiting from. You're benefiting from the way people treated lesser people in their eyes. You benefiting from it. You're benefiting from, your forefathers enslaving African people, robbing Indian people. You know what I'm saying? You benefit from it. So how do you feel, how do you get that thought that, this is what you're doing? It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But let's see, man. We got a new president. And, it's what it is, man. We to me, I'm not a politics guy. I don't really like to get into it, but, it's not a new day for me. It's not a new day. The only thing I'm looking forward is the stimulus money. We all need that. We all need that, man. This, even though this is a COVID year and some people are suffering and, not doing well, financially, and having a little dollars in your pocket doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt. So, They arguing about the people's money. I don't know why they arguing about the people's money, and they spend more money on other things like military and they pet projects. You know what I'm saying? And things that don't make sense. I just read that the stuff that Biden is overturning already, we done gave Trump millions of dollars to build a wall, and he's saying he's shutting down the construction. So wait a minute. Now, what happened with the money? You know what I'm saying? Or what happened with that money? Do the construction company give the money back? Or they just chuck it up? So, giving American people $2,000 a month shouldn't hurt. Shouldn't hurt. The money that we waste, these politics wasted on making decisions on certain things, and it's just crazy. It's weird and everything. But we're here. I'm glad to be here. A lot of things happen in youth sports. I went to my first rally Sunday. Joe. Yeah, I went to my first rally and represented the podcast show. We was out at Gracie Mansion. It's this dynamic organization called About You. They'll be here on the 3rd of February. They be on the 3rd of February to explain what they do. It wasn't a big turnout like I expected. I don't know, because I found out about it. I do my little walk down on Facebook, and I get a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I turned up on Jamal's site of the Harlem Jets, and I was like, oh, I got to go to this. And I just found out about 9:30 Sunday, and I went. And it was a nice event, and these guys are being on the 3rd to explain, what their organization is about and what they're trying to do. And I got a little glimpse of it. It's well organized. It seems like it's well, they have a couple of topics that's necessary. But the main thing is, when are we going to get youth sports back? When are we going to get high school sports back? When are we going to get youth sports back? I mean, we got it in Jersey, in Connecticut, and, it's time for New York to try to come with some kind of common ground to say, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. We got to figure it out, because this is an activity that incorporates a lot of people. A lot of people is not doing nothing. Kids is not doing anything. And youth sports, high school sports, it's a strain on the seniors of high school, because they don't know, they count on some of the, recruiting and the scholarship money to go to the next level, to play collegiate sports. And if the seniors don't get to play, now this is coming to, the year they graduate, and they got to be seen. It's a strain on a college level, because the freshmen didn't play last year, so they got to bring them back with new scholarships and everything. It's like, it's a traffic jam far as moving on, and we got to figure it out. Now I see a lot of people, protesting and get together, even though they got masks on and they all clumped together, and nothing is happening out of that. I think it's time for us to figure it out, how we can make this happen. You just, put a panel together, and don't be afraid, and figure it out, and let the parents decide, is it safe or not? So we could continue with youth sports in New York City. They have it in Jersey. It's in Connecticut. So why not? It's time. It's time. Kids are leaving the state. They go in other states to play. I mean, COVID is hitting a lot of states, but sports still goes on in these states. They was just down in Georgia playing football. So, we got to figure it out. I don't think we're the largest state that affects people now. I think, we got some infection numbers, but I don't think we're the largest state anymore. We're not in the hot zone anymore. So we need to kind of figure it out how we can do this to satisfy everybody. There's a statement that came out, PSAL statement that came out in November, addressing it. You can get it on their website. They addressed it, and, it's still the same. The roundabout saying that is no in school. If there's no in school, so it can't be no youth sports. It can't be no sports. They got to get people back in school, which that's something they got to do too. It's some kids. I live in Long Island City, so I see some kids going to school, and some kids got the what you call the homeschooling, and it's this is something that it's got to be looked at and evaluated, and sit down. It's got to be something, a panel or something that you can put together to sit down and talk this out and figure out how the way to do it. We can't be scared. We can't be scared. I know it's like, oh, Milton, is a virus and it's killing you. Well, you're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. You're here. It's been a year. It's been a year since, there's 400 people gone. Okay, you're not one of them. You're not one of them. You may be immune to it. You don't know. Let's not put something on you that's not there. We can't let our mind stop us from living. We lived after a lot of things, man. We lived after, there's going to be life after. It's not the end of the world, So, you got to kind of think about moving forward and accepting what comes to you when it comes and it don't, and be happy of that if you don't. I'm glad to see another year. Last year, this thing started out around this time. It started out around this time, and it hit us like a storm. And, I'm glad to see a new year, and I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. I'm dealing with my saying. I got kind of, my little sickness and stuff. It's the same thing. I'm dealing with it. I'm not worried about it. I'm wearing my mask. I'm wearing my mask when I supposed to wear my mask, and I don't wear my mask when I'm outside because there's nothing wrong with God's air. I'm going to breathe God's air. I don't care. Like it or not, I'm still here, though, doing that. Not going to change it. Not afraid. So we have to start thinking that it may not be us. Let's move forward. Let's have this conversation. Get kids back in school. Let's get sports back let's get kids back on the field. Let's get kids back on the court. Let's get youth sports back going. It supports so many things. And we need to get it back going. That's enough, with me, venting. I'm done with it. A lot of things happened this week. I see a lot of chatter on Facebook. And I read certain stories and certain things that comes out, and I got about 2 stories, 2 comments, and views that I want to talk about. I want to talk about today, and I'm going to play my view about it. Talk to my view about it. Other than that, that's what I'm going to do. I search Facebook now. I usually don't like it, man, but it's a lot of interesting things go on Facebook, man. They go on Facebook. A lot of interesting things. A lot of people got a lot of good comments. A lot of people got a lot of good statements and stuff, and we're going to bring that to the forefront here at the podcast show, NYC Youth Sports. We starting with a new channel this year. a new channel, WYT. Oh, WTY. Oh, damn. WTY. I know I was in a WTY. WTY. And we starting a new channel. We got a couple of things we want to do on the channel this month. The rest of this month and the rest of February, we're going to be bringing you shows to give you information. There's going to be a lot of information shows. You know, it's going to be a lot of shows that's going to bring information to the youth sports kid. You know, we starting our NYC youth sports show, and we going into our youth sports initiative, mind, body, and soul, education, fitness, and nutrition. We're going to bring in people that's going to teach you how to eat, how to work out. We're going to bring in people that's going to teach you how to take tests, how to study, how to be a student athlete. That's coming up this month, next month. You know, we're going to bring you trainers. We're going to bring, we got a lot of things going on. We're going to bring in cooks to teach you how to eat. We even got a vegan chef that's going to teach you how to eat vegan and make the food good for kids. And a traditional chef that's going to teach you how to eat traditional food that's not going to put fat on, that's not going to raise your calories and fill with nutritionist food so you can eat and build your body to prepare your body to be a student athlete. You know, we're going to be bringing in shows. The season starts. We're going to be bringing in shows that's going to, I'm excited about. That's another thing I'm going to say. I'm excited about this ranking show that I'm working on. And it's going to be a serious ranking show that we going to rank kids and teams. And we putting a panel of coaches together. We're putting it together right now, but we want a panel of coaches together so we can discuss that, and it could be credible. You know, it could be credible to, you know, to the people to the kids that we rank and the teams we rank. And I'm excited about that. We got D1 Nation, D1 Podcast Championship Row. They're gonna be doing highlights and scores and they're gonna have their own rankings because they do their own tournaments and things. They're gonna have their own rankings and things and national rankings. They're gonna do their thing, and we're gonna have them. We're delighted to have them on the channel. Board work by Coach High. We're delighted to have him. We're gonna get him up running. You know, he's gonna bring us skill position as far as on the D line and the O line, and teach kids on how to play those positions. You know, other coaches we got a dynamic basketball show coming, you know, and they're going to be coming, they call Full Court, and they're going to be doing some things about teaching kids fundamentals and how to play the game on both sides of the ball. So we got a lot of things going on. You know, we got a lot of things to expand this podcast and things like that, and that's what it is. And I'm so excited because we got a lot of work coming in. We got our documentaries coming up, you know, 4 quarters, you know, one of our documentaries that we're serious about. You know, we got 3 Dynamite kids that we started off with that, and we're going to be doing some things like that. So we are really, really excited about what we're doing, you know. We're gonna come back. We hope we can get Ralph Draper in. We're gonna talk about what went down in Georgia. We're gonna. I mean, it's so funny, this video. We're gonna bring you this video. We don't know the guy though, but you know, he's an arsonist. Something went wrong. He's an arsonist, and we're gonna bring him. We got the exclusive video. NYC Youth Sports Show got the exclusive video. Ralph Draper's gonna come in and talk about what happened in Georgia, and then it's a post on Facebook. We're gonna talk about. It's a dynamic topic, and you know we're gonna talk about it. The phone lines is going to open. They're open right now, 347-776-7070. It's 347-776-7070. And we want you to call in and ask us any questions, man. Actually, we got a light night tonight. We had a cancellation at the last minute, but we okay. You know, we keep going on, man. We keep going on. We're not going to move our roster around. We're going to keep our roster the way it is, our guest roster the way it is, and we're gonna deal with the light night and get it behind us and get it going. So, you know, we're going to commercials. We got a couple of commercials coming up in the commercial hour in a minute and things, and is what it is. So how you been? How you been, Joe?
I'm good.
How the family?
They good. Can't complain.
Everybody got what they want for Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, we all broke. we all broke, man. But we good. It's the good broke. It's It's not the bad broke. Like we got things going on. We know we got things going on that's gonna revitalize what we trying to do and everything, which is good. So we eradicated the vote, which was good. We got that stimulus coming, you know what I'm saying? And those who, I ain't getting my first joint yet, the first, the first 600. I'm still waiting for that, but that 14 is coming. I seen Biden signing some papers, right? I was like, oh man, I hope this joint, everybody waiting for this. Everybody waiting for this Biden, and then they stormed the Capitol, and we got a new president today. And the first woman vice president, the first black woman vice president. Yo, listen, man, that's history today, man. Not only we got the first woman president, but first African American woman president. That's something. I'm not saying that it's something for us, but where we came from in this country, some of us won't admit it. I admit it. My ancestors came through, the slave route from Africa to work this land for these people for free. And my ancestors, and to me to see that we have a black woman, the first black woman, it tells me that this country has good values, and this country has good values. It's just the people that, execute the values. But we do got good values, the way they set it up. And they mean well, so we just gotta hope that people can exercise the opportunities for everybody, because I'm an American. I've been made in America. I don't know no other place but America, so I love this country, and that's it. Well, we're gonna go to the break. We're going to go to the break, and then we be back. We try to get Ralph up, and we can move on to some real talk, some sports talk. There's enough me ramming it off. There's some sports talk coming up. All right, so let's go to the break.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Kingdom listeners. You're listening to Cynthia Boone. They call me the Queen of Cars. I am the CEO of Kingdom Cars Unlimited, where you will get a Kingdom experience, not a dealership one. We can get you any make or model, new or used. Don't worry about your credit. If it's bad, we don't talk bad. We say trouble, because trouble don't last always. Call us at 917-309-0233. That number again is 917-309-0233. Also at Kingdom Cars Unlimited, you'll never walk onto a dealer's lot. We deliver your car to the door so you can drive and go forward.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
All right, we back. You know, we waiting for Ralph Draper, but I'm gonna set this up. When he comes, he's gonna tune in on what happened in Georgia. A lot of things happened in Georgia. You know, I read online, and Ralph will join us when he comes. And I'm gonna go get the post so we can. It was online. Me just, just following Facebook. And I came up with a post. And I wanted to comment on this post. I did say I'm going to comment on this post. The person that wrote the post, it wasn't all wrong. You know, he had some good parts in it. It was some good parts in it that was true. It's just that the one part that I want to say to him about it is like, I never understood how parents can spend thousands of dollars on these nutty ASS money-grabbing youth football tournaments that benefits nothing for their child but spending $1, but wouldn't spend $1 on personal trainers. Let me stop right there. All right. The person that posted this ad, he must understand that a person that has a league, people that put organizations together, and also a promoter of a sports event, are all in the same boat. Now, when you say money grab, you're talking about yourself also. And I don't think what you do is a money grab. I don't think a person who has a league is a money grab. I don't think a person that does an organization, a youth sports organization, is a money grab. The same way I don't think a person that does a tournament is a money grab. Because let me get the business right. It costs money to do stuff like this, regardless. Let's stop pointing fingers. It costs money to run these organizations, these leagues. It costs money. And that same comment could be made about you, and I would disagree with it. If anybody say, I would disagree with it. No, it costs money. If you don't go out to fundraise, if you don't go out to seek sponsors and do kind of, business, it's all on the parents. 100% on the parents to pay. So what a promoter is doing, he's saying, come on, I'm promoting this, bring your kids to my event. It's a competitive event. You know, they like to use words like all-star. I don't have nothing against them because they don't know, they don't put all-stars together. They just said it's an all-star tournament. Who is it up to put the all-star team together? That's where some of the blame should be. The person who's selling it to the parent. You know, the person that comes and say, I want your kid to play. Here, I want your kid to play in this event. And the parent has to do his due diligence. He's right. The parents is wasting money on certain things. I'm not promoting that they shouldn't go to a tournament where competition is involved. Yes, the kid needs competition, but there's some places that you got to get something back for your money. What are you getting back from it? When a coach shows up and say, I want your kid to play in this all-star game. Is he an all-star? Number one. Is that coach is an all-star coach? Number two. What give him the know-how to put together an all-star team? What gives him the right to say who's an all-star and who's not? And when they bring it to the parent and use things like, oh, I just want the kids to leave, the state to get the view or the experience. Now, let me tell you this before anybody calls me up and say, Milton, listen, I'm not throwing anything to no coach. I'm just speaking business-wise. The parent have to get something from that investment because it is thousands of dollars to leave this state to go somewhere to play a competitive sport. It costs money. And if you're not fundraising it, if you're not getting any sponsors or businesses to foot the bill, it's all coming from the parent. And they complain. And they complain to the promoter, but I don't know why. Why are they playing to the promoter? Because the promoter said, come. You don't have to come. The promoter wants you to come, but you don't have to. If it ain't relevant, or if it ain't financially relevant. So, the problem I have is two things with this post. One, a money grab is a bad word to use. When anybody that wants to do a youth sports organization, a youth sports league, a youth sports promoting a tournament that has competition involved. Let's not say a money grab because it's all cost money. Nothing is free. But do the parents should pay 100% of it? No, the parents shouldn't pay 100% to go to no tournament. No. But is it the promoter's job to make it affordable? No. It's not the promoter's job to make it affordable. It's the person who's telling you to come. Is it a league? Or is it an organization leadership telling you to come? Or is it a coach telling you to come? Now, if it's a coach telling you to come, you have to tell the coach, how is it benefiting my kid when I put this investment in? How is it benefiting him? Well, he has to answer that question. And then you take that answer and do your due diligence, parents. See if it's worth it. Maybe you say to him, nope, there's a tournament coming up in a couple of months. That's local, and we're going to that. Because I don't have hotel money. I don't have, I have to bring all the kids. I don't have that. I need to put that money to something else, which is going to be my second topic after this one in the same post. So the person that wrote this post, he was right on some things with the parents got to do their due diligence. But like I said, you're in the same business. We're all in the same business. We're doing what we're doing for youth sports. Even this is a podcast show that I'm doing, or it's a league that holds competitive events. If an organization that brings teams together to play other teams in a competitive nature, or a promoter of a event, it all costs money. And if you don't go and fundraise or figure it out how to get sponsors and a business community involved in it, it's going to be 100% on the parents. Some coaches spend money out their pocket Yes, there's some coaches pay for some kids. There's some coaches that, you're going to get those, man, I do this, I do that, but you don't, the 100% course is not on you. There's some coaches that pay for uniform. The 100% course is not on you. That's all I'm saying. The second thing is trainers. Now, I got something against trainers. Hold on a second.
Call from Raphael.
You're on the air, Ralph. What's up? Ralph. Oh, shit. What happened? Ralph probably. We trying to get Ralph Draper in. We trying to. Yeah.
I just had him.
You just got him?
Nah, I had him, but.
Oh, yeah. We trying to zoom him in. I don't like this Zoom, man. I don't like it. I don't like the Zoom. I like the in studio. In studio across from me. Talking. Like I said, like the next thing, personal trainers. They said link not working. Personal trainers.
New message is received from Raphael Draper from D1 Nation.
He got a new one.
He got a new one? You're out, Ralph. There's a new one up there. Yeah, personal training. I feel, so let me be straight with this, because I don't want people that does this call me up and trying to down a situation. Now you're gonna understand when I'm finished. Far as personal training, as far as adults, I understand, but personal training for kids, the parents shouldn't spend money on that, because kids, if they go to practice, they know how to work out. They know how to work out. They know how to do, they should know how to do push-ups and sit-ups and squats and running and stretching. They should know how to do it. They get it in practice. They just need to do it more. They need to put that into their everyday regimens. And parents, y'all got to get on the kids to do that. You don't have to pay somebody to tell them to do that, to do ladder work and all that. No. What the investment should go into is skill positions. The 21 positions that we play on the football field. That's where the investment should go in. Pay that linebacker coach to teach your son how to play the linebacker position. Corners and safeties. Pay that coach that works with your kid to teach him how to be a guard or a tackle or tight end, wide receiver, running back. Those where you should invest the money at. Teaching your kid how to make a jump shot, drop step, pick and roll. Those where the money should go. Those coaches that teach skills. That's where your parents, your investment should go in. Period. Not just some coach that's telling them, something that he could do himself. Get up and work out for 2 hours. Self-motivated. Get self-motivated. That's part of building. Kids don't want to work anymore, and sometimes the parents appease them. Get your kids working. If they want to do this, if they want to be a student athlete, if they want to play this sport, they got to work at it. They got to work. They got to want it. You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders said it. Deion Sanders said he's the head coach of Jackson State. Deion said they don't make dogs no more. They don't make no dogs in kids. Kids don't want nothing. Kids don't want to go get it. What's up, Ralph? Ralph mic on? Yeah, what's up? You hear me? Yeah, coming on the tail end of it. We coming on the tail end, and we're gonna talk about it. Like Ralph is here, and I wanted to talk to him about it, about Georgia, and we was talking about the post. We was talking about the post on Facebook about I'm gonna read it again. And it was a post a fella put on Facebook. And he didn't have it all wrong, but like I told him, like, you know, he says, I never understood how parents can spend thousands of dollars on these nutty ASS money grabbing youth football tournaments. Now, you know, that right there, I got a problem with, because if you promote a youth sports tournament, it's the same as promoting a youth sports league or youth sports organization. You're all building events that has competition involved in it. And let's not say doing these things, it costs money. It's not free. It costs money. You know, a promoter don't have, you know, a promoter is more out there than a league or a youth sports organization. Because youth sports organization, they recruit kids and they got kids and the parents pay some of it. You know what I'm saying? A league, you know, they get teams together. You know, they get teams together and the team plays the fee. They pays they pay the ref fees and things like that. A promoter is out there. He has to put up first. Advertising costs time. The field sometimes needs a deposit. And he says, okay, I'm doing an all-star. Bring it on. You know? You there, Ralph?
Yeah, I mean, and then with that quote, I don't know who it was directed towards.
No,
Something like that, but I just look at it like I don't, as a parent, before I even start dealing with D1 Nation, you know, as a parent, I would never consider any event I go to a money grab event. It's just like I just won't do it. Like it doesn't matter to me what you do with your money. It doesn't matter. I might as well call McDonald's, Walmart. I might as well call everybody a money grab. I don't care what you do. If my son likes it, I'm gonna do it. Like
yeah.
I hate that word with a passion.
Yeah, but I don't think the fella that said it, I don't think he understand that he's the same person that he talks about. He's in the same lane. He's in the same, you know, on the same platform. He produces, he advertise youth sports competition. And it costs money. I don't want people to run away that it costs money. It costs money. No one really gets me if they say, yo, oh, you know, I'm not in it for the money. Stop with all that.
Call from Coach Dave.
Coach Dave. Hold on a second. It's Coach Dave. Hey, Coach. Yeah, do me a favor, Coach. Coach, call the 347 number so you can be tied into the board. All right. So, you know, I just don't like it that, you know, I think it's misunderstood. It's like, you you sell burgers, I sell burgers, you know, you sell burgers, you sell the bigger burger in a certain time of year, and we start saying, oh, I understand why these parents go to that bigger burger, because no, come on, don't do that. I mean, come on. I'm saying that you make a point, but we all do the same thing. I'm in the business of promoting youth sports news and things like that. And yes, I run my podcast show, but I need sponsors. I need donations. I sell merch, and I need commercials, or I would not be on the air. Let's keep it real. So if you say that I'm a money grab, I'm then like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean, wow. I mean, that's what we doing it for. I mean, when we doing it for the love of it, and we want to do something for the kids, but we still got bills to pay. So, you know, I don't think it was addressed to anybody, but just to point it out that you're in the same business. So if you're pointing at that person, that's a money grab. Someone can say that about you. That's all I'm saying. You know, and promoters, you know, they foot the biggest bill. I mean, they got to put up. I'm sure, Ralph, you know, I'm sure in your personal life you got drama because you got to put up.
My wife got on me. For instance, last year when I wasn't with D1 Nation, and you know I was putting some teams together just to take down there to the event. And in the beginning, everybody wanted, and this is, you know, everybody wanted to take a bus. Yo, let's get a bus. Let's put a bus together. Everybody get on the bus. Yeah. The bus asked for $3,000 deposit for us to hold 3 buses. Mm-hmm. Right. I put the 3,000. I didn't ask none of the coaches for the money, none of the parents. We put the 3,000 down. Yeah. Everybody bailed on the bus. Yeah. You think I got that 3,000 back? I didn't ask nobody back for it. I didn't do nothing. It was just a hit that I had to deal with my wife about. Yeah. Like, you know, like it's just one of those things.
They don't understand. You know, a lot of people don't understand business. You know, they don't understand business. So what they do is they go, oh, he's making money and everything. They don't understand that you being independent with no sponsors, no put people down. You know what I'm saying? That is coming from you. It's coming out your pocket. Right. You got to build it before anybody believe it.
Exactly. You know? And that's the thing about with D1 Nation, for instance, we have no sponsors. Everything we do out of pocket. Like you said, we have to front it before we see anything. And if something goes wrong and the event doesn't happen for whatever reason, these parks and these insurance people ain't giving you that money back.
Nah, you lose.
But nobody looks at it like that.
Yeah, you lose. You lose. And this is not, listen, the league that puts, they got certain type of losses and things they got to do, and the organization also. So the complaint shouldn't be about the people who's doing. This young man is doing. He's doing. You're doing. I'm doing. People that got leagues are doing, or organization, they're doing. And doing costs money. So, yes, should it be 100% on the parents? No. But the parents got to do his due diligently and say, yo, what I'm going to invest in. Do my kid need to go to 5 All-Star games this year? No, he don't. He don't. But I need to take some of that money and make him a good linebacker, a good running back.
Right.
I need to take some of that money to make him a good corner or a good safety.
And that part of that post I agree with. You know, not the money grab part, but just the part that parents should invest more.
Yes.
In the kids. Hands down. I agree with that. Hands down, 100%.
Yeah. We're not going to take...
I caught a little bit what you said earlier. There's no reason to pay a trainer to teach a kid how to do push-ups.
Yeah, you don't need to pay no trainer for that.
Call from Coach Dave.
Hold on a second, Dave. What's up, Dave? What? Yeah, you wasn't able to call? Nah, call the number and hit 1. Because I can't hear, the people can't hear you like this. So call that and call the 347-776-7070, and when it picks up, hit 1. And you come on. And you'll be tied to the board. Just hit 1. Just hit 1. All right. This is Dave from PST, Long Island. He's calling in. Anybody want to call in and chime in on this topic? 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. Ralph, you didn't tell me you had an arsonist down in Florida, man.
Man, I had a lot of everything down there, no matter what, because you know, with me, I tried to support every single team that I took down there. It wasn't at one park. Yeah. I tried to go to multiple parks. Every park I went to, where's the New York director? They doing this over there. Where's the New York director? They doing that over there. I'm at Victor Lloyd. Yo, where's Ralph at? Man, one of your coaches setting the field on fire. Oh, man.
Yo, David, what's up, Dave?
What's up, brother? Listen, man, I got mad love for Draper, but you talk about a lot of people don't know about business.
Yeah.
This is how business goes. I had my business since 1989.
Yes.
Every year, your business is supposed to get better. Supposed to get people incentives. He doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times, a lot of things be disorganized. We understand games run this and that, field time change, this and that. But when you're not informing the team of that, and they come there and they kids that sit 2 hours before a game, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Communication is, in this type of sport, communication is first and foremost what we need.
And
you know what I'm saying? We're like,
yeah.
See, even with the traveling situation, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are talking about the hotels and the quality hotel they recommend this and that. My thing is, first, when I travel, I stay in an Airbnb. I'm not going to a hotel. You know what I'm saying? And they say they keep that money for a bus price. That's on you, bro, because number one, if nobody giving deposits for that bus, they gotta find their own way there, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're not in there. Nobody in the game to lose money.
Yeah.
All right? That right there was some bozo shit.
Yeah.
You kick out money without showing that you can fill a bus. First of all,
Dave, when you promoting something, honestly, Dave, when you promoting something,
I'm the greatest promoter out there.
I understand. Make some people. Well, Dave was.
Put money up front with no money on the wood, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, but Dave, some people is not as good as you.
Yeah, Dave, you acting like this is my career, like I've been doing this for 100 years.
Dave, some people.
That's $3,000.
I'm sorry I'm not as good as you, Dave. My bad.
There's some.
You know people need somewhere to sleep. People driving, flying to Georgia. Nobody really taking no bus. Come on, man, with COVID. That was a dumbass idea.
Yeah,
That
but
wasn't this year, Dave.
But Dave, hold on.
Hold on, Milt.
Yeah, all right.
When we was doing the bus, that was last year. There was no COVID, Dave. You missed that part.
Bro, how many people you know was gonna take a bus to Georgia? Everybody.
I would have never fronted the money if all the coaches didn't say. See, Dave, we're talking about something, Dave.
Hold on.
No disrespect,
One at a time.
It was something that you weren't even a part of. So I wouldn't have fronted the money if all the coaches, every single coach that I had with me, said they were going to do the bus. Why would I front the money if everybody said I'm not doing the bus?
Great. You've been doing this too long, bro.
I was what?
But no, the good part came out of it. It's a lesson learned. You know to never do that shit again, correct?
Like you said, lesson learned. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to mess up or to do. I mean,
you need to concentrate more on the structure of your program. Or how they get there is on them.
Yeah, but
Dave, hold on. And another thing, don't D1 Nation Atlanta has nothing to do with me.
Hold on.
D1 Nation New York is me.
Yeah.
But how they do their events in Atlanta and Philly and Delaware, all these states, that has nothing to do with me.
Well,
every state has their own director and they do the events their way.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Dave, hold on. Ralph, I'm going to address that in a minute. Dave, I understand what you're saying, right? But when you start off in this promotion, because I've done it, I have lost money. Learning the game. Learn the game. In the beginning, you lose money, learn the game. The way people do it, they may do it to accommodate, to make it better than the next person, but they don't really think through it. And it happens. So, some people is less savvy than you, but you revolve to that spot through trial and error. So you done it, failed, now you learn. And now the next person got to learn. The next thing is, the point I'm trying to make, right? We all promote events. We don't need to point fingers at each other in this business, because the same finger that you point at can be pointed at you. And I'm saying we shouldn't talk about, if you want to talk about this kid did this and this thing, every event that you do, it doesn't work out all the way. Especially when you got a lot of moving parts. It doesn't work out all the way. I'm sure events that you have done in the past, everything 100% went well?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That was the FU trial 2 years in a row, bro.
All right.
Still 100-something kids. No issues, bro.
And you know what? Hats off to you. Congratulations. But when we talk about events, like,
hold on, Rob.
You have to learn from your mistakes, right? And sometimes, like I said, when you have no incentives, when these parents, forget the kids, these parents, without the parents, you have no kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much sloppiness along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is why people talk about, oh, it's a money grab, worry about how much money he's making. Listen, they're not, like you said, they don't know how much money he's putting out.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I don't think anybody should. I don't
look like that.
Huh?
You got parents that don't have the uniform yet. They're talking about the war ceremony was trash. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on, Rob. We're not gonna make this personal. We're not gonna make this personal. I mean, I'm sure Dave, in your role of getting to the point you at, you mean to tell me everything went right when you promoting something from the beginning?
Bro, it's a team, bro. It comes down to your team.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the beginning, your first event went well.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
It went well. It went all right.
You had no problems.
I didn't know what. No, the problem was numbers.
Yeah, but I'm saying that we don't.
That was it.
Yeah.
So when I bring the trials closer, that's when it's boom. You know what I'm saying? I learned that.
I know.
But I never had no quality issues, money issues. It was just like a lot of people that, I can't drive out the patch. I can't make that trip.
I just think.
We started doing the trials to Massapequa. We get 60, 80, 100 something kids out there. Doing the jamborees in Unionville. We moved to the Massapequa. Every field filled up. You know what I'm saying? It's about every year you got to do something better. Because you know you failed last year on something. You got to do something better than the following year. That's all it is. It's about growth.
Well,
I'm not saying everything I did was perfect. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody talking about me in the streets crazy.
But
I
know.
I mess with Ralph. Listen, I mess with Ralph, bro.
Yeah.
Ralph never reached out
It shouldn't be enough.
Hold on, Milt. But Dave, you gotta look at it. Just because I ain't reach out to you, that you shouldn't take that personal. Bro, everything I did on Long Island, and you know firsthand, Dave. Dave, hold on, Dave. Let me go.
You know what I'm saying? Everything with me is not about money, bro. Especially dealing with kids. I train kids for free. Well,
Dave, let me tell you what I'm talking about, Dave.
These bullshit ass camps and crap, bro. The kids ain't learning nothing. You got guys on the speed camps, you know what I'm saying, and these receiving camps. I go to some practice. They got linemen set up in wide receiver drills. Come on, bro.
All right, Dave. What do you think? Should it be less cost to the parents? Should people that does promotion, that does promoting events and things like that, who should be responsible of making it cost effective to the parents?
All right, that's how you do it.
Who's responsible?
You get a bunch of parents, right?
Yeah.
Together.
But
now you got a fundraiser. Hold on, you asked me a question. Let me answer, brother.
Yeah.
You get a fundraiser committee. Then you reach out to some of the sponsors, try to get sponsorship from stores, supermarkets, stuff in your community. Reach out to Dick's, Adidas, and Pumas. They are good sponsors for Little League program. Y'all, my program been around 3 years. Show them the numbers.
But Dave, who's responsible for it? The promoter of the event or the people who go to the event? Because the people...
you can't be a promoter without a team, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you gotta build a team, bro.
Yeah, but that's true. But I want to ask you this. What goes on in youth sports. I'm going to ask you this. Ralph or you say, okay, I'm doing this event, right? And this event goes this per team, right? You putting the word out. Now the people that comes, because a lot of people, maybe the organization, it seems like the organization is well funded. They come. Like some people that has organizations that come. What about the people who don't got organization that just building teams? And they putting it the whole course onto the parent. Who's responsible of getting it funded some way that it doesn't cost a lot on the parent? Why is it going into the promoter?
Listen, now you got an organization, right? If it's the first year organization, and you want to give the kids exposure to D1, right? Sometimes you got to take it out. You know you're not paying for the travel. You're not paying for the hotel.
Yeah, but why is it on the promoter? That's what I'm saying. Why is it on the promoter?
Ask me a question. Let me answer it, brother.
All right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
It's on the promoter because the promoter is the one to put it together. It's how you put your packages together. You're talking to the team personally, first and foremost, right? Or just have a big meeting, get all the organizations to one place, and then you work it out. Look, I'm my first year, all right, I'm not going to charge you $300 for your team this year. I'm going to charge you $200. The $100 that you got that you can't get up or whatever right at the top, you're going to take that and put it towards something else. You know what I'm saying? Show people how to do fundraising. You know what I'm saying? There's fundraising committees out there, companies. Put them onto it. The ones that do the candies and the raffles, this and that. Give them ideas. You understand what I'm saying? Each one teach one in this game, bro, all day long. But if you're not doing that, you know what I'm saying?
I think also, Dave,
that makes you a great promoter.
Dave,
they're like,
Dave,
yo, this guy's really showing us love.
Dave, you're looking at me as something. I'm not a league. I'm not a team. I'm not an organization.
You're a promoter.
Like, so when I host an event, why am I going out doing fundraising ideas and doing? That's not my job.
No,
bro, I didn't tell you to do the fundraising, bro. I showed you to show people how to do it, how to get money.
As an event person, Dave, as an event person,
you chose to do it by yourself, bro.
Dave, as an event person, that's not my job. I do it. Any coach that went down to Atlanta this year, ask them, did I give them? And Dave, you're not gonna let me talk, Dave?
Hold on, Dave.
You're not gonna let me go?
Dave, let him talk.
Any head coach that went down to Atlanta with me this year, you can ask them if I gave fundraiser ideas. I didn't have to, but I did.
So what are you talking about? That's what I was talking about that, but I love though.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because y'all don't, what I'm saying, Dave, what I'm trying to say is,
you know what I'm saying? Man. But yo, with Drake,
Dave, let me go, man.
Raise money. That's love right there, brother.
Dave, but what I'm saying is, just because you don't know it's not being done, doesn't mean it's not being done.
No, I didn't say it wasn't being done. I'm giving the structure.
But
you know what I'm saying? You telling me you doing everything by yourself. I'm telling you.
I'm not, Dave. I am not in New York, in the state of New York. I am, Dave.
We not making this. We not making this a Ralph Draper D1 David thing. We're not doing this.
No, it's always about me.
It's not. We're not doing this, man. Come on, man.
All right, we can stop the whole. Let me just answer this. Dave, in the state of New York, I am not doing it by myself. Just because, once again, just because you don't know the people working with me, don't mean I don't have people working with me. I have real life credible people working with me. I have real life credible people I can call at midnight if I'm going through some stress about this whole football stuff. They'll be like, all right, yo, we can do it like this. Let's move this way. I have people like that I'm talking to. And it's not nobody I grew up with. So it's not like you can say, oh, you just know that person. It's not like it's people I've met and who I've grown a relationship with doing the things I'm doing in the community. I have coaches that I wouldn't even put the stuff I do out there. I have coaches that call me or reach out to me and say, yo, I got some kids that's coming to practice that need helmets. Can you help me out? I just did an event in Atlanta, in Jersey. You know what? How many helmets you need? I bought people helmets. But that stuff I wouldn't even put out there.
Drake, that's what I was saying.
I gotta.
You giving them the centers that want to
do. But just because you don't know doesn't mean it's not being done. Just because.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Just because.
Hold on. Ralph, hold on.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna forget. Just because you go to Atlanta with New York and something goes wrong in Atlanta, that don't mean I didn't plan right. We did everything on our part.
I don't want it to be.
Like, I know, Milt, you didn't want
I don't want it to be, because it's taken away from the main idea. Right. We all do. Listen, we all do events. Stop with that. In some people, events don't go well as other people. Some people is more savvy than other people. Just what Dave said, each one teach one. We need to get together as event planners to get the right event going. Not put it out on out there in the world and say this one is this one, this one is that. Sometimes what I do. I'm a planner. I plan out things. A lot of people don't know my reach and my resources and what I can do.
That means it doesn't exist.
The thing is that I don't care. I still do. You're gonna learn here or you're gonna learn later.
Exactly.
If they don't see,
I'm in Manhattan right now, bro.
Huh?
I'm in Manhattan right now, bro.
Okay. Dave, you about your business. I know you about your business, and you probably have more knowledge than some people that does this. But
and you should, Dave.
Yeah.
You should have more knowledge of this stuff than me. Why? You're older than me. I just started doing this last year.
Listen, I know some stupid old people, son, so that age don't matter with that, bro.
But I'm just saying, Dave, you gotta look at it.
I go to bad people for advice, bro.
Dave, D1 Nation, New York.
I'll reach out to you about business stuff, but cut it out, man.
I'm not saying you have it. I'm just saying D1 Nation.
We're gonna have to sit. Dave, we're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna have to sit down. With you and Ralph and us, we're gonna have to sit down and get this set.
Dave used to be my coach with semi-pro, so I've been to Dave's house, so it's like it's nothing with us. Like,
but Ralph, this is what Dave. Hold on a second, Ralph. This is what I'm talking about because what you're doing in New York City, right? What you're doing in New York City, or trying to do in New York City, and bring the tournament circuit here in New York, right? To me, my opinion, I could be wrong. I'm not that dude in football, but I am a planner and I'm a businessman. It would do a lot of help to the sport and in New York City. But I just don't like because you think of it, and you putting up your resources and you promoting it, that all of this shots at you about doing it, and I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that. I don't like people talking about other people's platforms. And they ain't do it. And they not doing it.
I just think it's just me, Milk. I started my apparel company. People got on me for that.
Yo, Drake, I got a doctor, a chiropractor in his way that will step in and help you financially, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, that's not. I'm an event planner. That's not me. Like, I'd rather that. If I knew somebody that had sponsors, I would say, you know what? This team right here is struggling coming up with the bread. Sponsor them.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. I mean,
the AU team from Long Island, they have to pay almost nothing.
They're gonna take a lot of pain off you, bro. They don't want to run nothing. They want to do for the kids.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gotta fit. The thing, Dave, listen, it's gotta fit. It's gotta fit him too. He wants to do it. Maybe he wants to be independent.
Bro.
No, it's not like that. If it's a sponsor out there that's willing to help out, I would never turn away a sponsor that's willing to help out the kids. Mm-hmm. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I wouldn't do it. But I'm not out there looking for that. Mm-hmm. Now, if Dave would have said, yo, I got this doctor that want to help sponsor something. You know what? 7U team, they need help coming up with bread. Mm-hmm. Sponsor that team. That's fair. What I would do.
That's fair.
I'd rather take that expense off the parent than to come to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, see, Drake, that goes back to the kid that can't afford it. You can get somebody to sponsor that team for you.
Well, I mean, see, I didn't want this conversation to go here about. I'm saying that.
We talk this. No.
I didn't want this to go because
we talking positive.
No, I understand it, but I'm saying we as a whole that does not football, but youth sports events. You do a youth sport event, Ralph do a youth sport event. There's people that got shows, leagues, organizations for youth sports, and it costs money. Regardless, it costs money. Do the parents need to foot the whole 100% bill? No, it doesn't. No, he doesn't. They should have a discount. So only way a parent is going to have a discount, the people who's throwing this event. Now this is besides a promoter. Ralph Draper is a promoter. There's some people who have leagues. There's some people who have organizations. Their job is to make it cheaper for the parent. Because they dealing with the parent directly. Ralph don't deal with the parent directly. Ralph deal with the organizations.
That's what I'm talking about. He can help.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if the organization is not helping themselves, they gotta seek the organization, David. They gotta seek people like you that can help them. Why are they looking at Ralph?
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying. Because David, because Ralph can do the event. Ralph, because you got the bread to do the event. I think we need help. We need help people to help. No, I mean, come on. You need to combine with another organization that does that. What's wrong with that?
And that's where it comes down to that. When I do things like that, that's me. Like,
we have a team with them, people that deal with that section there. They go out and deal with the organization. He just do the promoting, brother.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't. There's nothing wrong with that, David. That's what I'm saying. If Ralph just want to do promotions, you have the right to go or don't go.
Yeah.
You have the right to go or don't go. But I'm just saying it that we all in the same business. We don't need to criticize each other about. No, hold on. Hold on. I mean, criticize about bread. About money grab, we shouldn't do that. Everything else is on the table. Everything else is on the table. But bread,
I mean, you bring that up though.
No.
The
main topic was that. The main topic was about the post. The main topic was about the post money grab. That was the main topic. I don't think we should be talking about anybody that does promotions. Or leagues,
you're 100% right.
Or organizations talking about bread, money grab. It all costs money, and if you want to say something, it should be less to the parents. Yes, it would. It should be less to the parents.
I don't know why people need to say that about them. First and foremost, because number one, a lot of these organizations are money grabs, bro.
I wouldn't.
You want to talk about it?
Dave, I don't want to say it. I mean,
that's another show.
That's another thing. I don't want to talk about money grab. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. They know.
Look at the people that's talking about D1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
you do
a venue. When you're doing a venue, right?
Yeah.
You want to have everything in line. You know what I'm saying? You want to. People don't want to pay mad money for hotels and that. All right, you get what you get then.
You can
let them. You know what I'm saying? Don't recommend the hotel. Leave that on them. You're just
like me. I recommended the whole hotel. I didn't even stay at that hotel.
But this is the deal. This is the deal. Whoever's selling you to go to that event, you got to say, Coach, how do we pay you for this? I don't have $1,000 to just throw it in. I'd rather put that towards a trainer, a positional trainer for my kid to get better. Why we got to go down here? Oh, now if you're going to go get D'Agostino's Pizza Shop to pay for it, then I'll go.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it out my pocket. I can take that money. I can take that money and put it and give it to Coach Levi, the running back coach. Teach my kid to be a better running back. Teach my kid to be a better linebacker. Teach my kid to be a better corner safety. That's where the money should go. That's where the investment should go. So this post wasn't wrong. Parents got to do their due diligence. They're a part of it just like everybody else. They can't just close their eyes and go, and blame. Ralph, why did you have the hotels at $100 a night? No, Ralph ain't in charge of that.
I agree with that. He ain't got no gun in nobody head.
You don't have to go.
I just provided them with the information that was given. This is the whole
or tell a coach When he comes to you, Mr. Johnson, we need your kid to play center, you know, and it's an all-star game in Georgia. And it's $500 for the flight and everything, and the hotel's $100 a night and stuff. And the parents just say, "Oh, Coach Levi, who's paying for that?" "Oh, no, it's a Ralph Draper event." "No, I don't know Ralph. I know you. You the one talking to me. Who's paying for that?"
Exactly.
I had parents hit me up complaining about the position coaches putting them in. Unfortunately, I have no control over that.
And this is what I'm talking about. I don't want nobody calling me and saying I'm trying to defend Ralph. I'm trying to defend promoters, league organizers, and organize people who organize youth sports, competitive youth sports. It costs money. Should the parent be 100% invested in that? No. No.
First, Scott, it's always my fault. Turn, it's always my fault.
No. If you have an organization, you got to fundraise. If you have an organization, you got to seek sponsors. If you have a league, you have to do the same thing. You got to do that, or you need to join somebody else's that's bigger than you, and that's it. So, you know, we got to stop doing that. You know, Dave, you got a lot of experience. Of course we want you on board. Of course we want you on board, because you're going to let us know about things before we do it. Nah, Mill, don't do it that way. Of course we need people like you on board. You know? But it's a lot of folks, a lot of people is throwing shade and throwing crap on somebody who's coming to this city and say, "I want to promote a tournament." But they'll go down to this tournament and go down to that tournament and pay all this money to go to Florida and pass that course on to the parents. Some of them. There's some orgs who fundraise. There's some orgs who do fundraise. But most of them, they do that. And they have parents that's upset. And they not looking at the person to say, Miss Johnson, I want your kid to play center in this tournament that's in West Wisconsin or something. They ain't getting mad at that person. They don't know the person who's doing the tournament. The person is not advertising to them. They advertise to the league or to the organization. Let's just keep the blame where it needs to be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know? That's all I'm saying.
Hats off to the coaches that reached out to me after the D1 event with suggestions and stuff on how we can do it better and not go to social media.
Yeah, man, come on, man. We're gonna be putting down other people's things, and you know, come on, man. That don't make sense, man. I mean, you know, like I told Ralph, I said, Ralph, the order to do this tournament thing, you can't do it when the leagues, Big Apple, the new Under the Lights, the Metro North and New York or whatever these leagues, when they do their business. When they do their business, you shouldn't do no tournaments in New York City.
Hold on, I got a question on here.
Yeah.
Phenomenal Mike and J Show asks, isn't doing tournaments your business? Tournaments is a venture. I've hosted one tournament.
What's the question? Hold on, repeat it.
It said, isn't doing tournaments your business? They asked me. I've done one event in New York. This is a new venture of something that I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Something that I'm trying out. I don't know if this is going to be a business thing for me. I have no idea. I've done one event. I don't know if this is a business. Like, this is just something I'm trying out.
Ralph, that one you did last August, right? That was your first event in New York City, or that?
Well, I take that back. Me and my boys, we've hosted two All-Star games in Long Island.
Okay.
But as far as national, I've done one event, and that was in September in Jersey. That was my first event that size.
So that was your first event?
My first event under D1 Nation, yes.
Congratulations. You're doing. You put your name on it. You went out there and you did it. That's how it starts. That's how. Yeah, but that's how it starts. It all got to start somewhere. So the question
I
is,
can't do Vegas, Dave. We got a Vegas rep. He got to do Vegas.
yeah. So the question is this your business?
Business for me is what I get paid every 2 weeks for. That's my business. I mean, that's my business. What's feeding my family is
don't run away. Don't run away from the answer.
Well, no, that's why I consider like a business is something that I'm making money from. Isn't that what a business is?
But it's when you independent, right? And you're doing stuff, and you're forging your own lane, and you're doing your own lane. Yes, it's a business. You take it serious as a business.
Oh, everything I do, I take serious.
It's serious. This
especially when I got to come out of pocket. I take everything serious when I got to come out of pocket. I got 5 kids in the wife.
Yeah, well, so you don't got time to waste time. So the answer is yes, it's serious and it's a business for me. Don't run away from the business. Don't run away from the business.
Somebody, I don't know
why you doing that.
They put can't blame one man. But if your voice got to take the good with the bad, just make next year better. I agree with that 1,000%.
Okay.
I take the good with the bad in everything I do. My National Suffolk event, the good and the bad, I take it.
What are you on Facebook? What are you on Facebook?
No, it's on the YouTube chat.
It's on the YouTube chat?
So, let me ask you a question, right? What do you think you could do better on your next event from the experience from the first two you promoted?
Me, what I think I can do with my next event, I think I can hire more people out there to help me. You know that to have more help out there. That's what I think I can do better. Other than that,
remember I told you what was in Jersey. Remember I told you I was like, you should do the team registration every game, not just the first game. But you get teams that can just slip somebody in there on some ringing stuff, and you will never know because they're not checked in. It should always be a check-in, man. Always.
You're right, and like I said, that's something you told me at the Jersey event.
Well, Ralph.
Is there something? Maybe that's something we're doing in the future, but it comes with having the manpower to be able to do things like that.
Yeah,
but once again,
the one thing.
It was people. I hired people. People were being paid.
Hold on a second. I gotta control this show, man. Hold on. This is something we can talk off the air, man. Come on. Listen, Ralph. When I met Ralph, right? We talked on the phone around this time last year, and we talked, and we wanted to do the Big Apple joint here, right? Now, when I pulled up to that event, right? When I pulled up to that event, I was amazed. I was shocked that I thought, I was like, man. And when I found out you was like by yourself, I said, Ralph, I lend my hand. I said, Ralph, whatever you going to do next, because I was unprepared to really help you the way that it needed to be helped. But I still did what I could do. But I said to Ralph, the next event you're doing, I'm going to be very prepared to help. And Ralph, you can say it. We've been planning, right? We've been planning.
On a regular basis.
So the next event is going to be much better. Not because I'm involved that we plan. We know what we need. We know what we need and we go get what we need, or we going to, to make it happen. That's it.
Hold on, we got another comment in the group. It says, when you're independent, a lot falls on your lap, but those guys set you up for failure. That's from a Phenomenal Mike and Jay show. As being independent, a lot of things does fall on you by yourself, hands down, regardless of what your crew you have. But once again, that was my first event. So everything is a learning process. I did one event.
Listen, and let me answer the questions, man. It's not about Ralph. Stop with that, man. Because you doing something, this is the comments that people do because you're doing it. You have the right to do it. Failure is not bad. It's a learning experience. And if you come back next year to do it better, that's part of it. You gotta talk to people that's not doing nothing. They sitting there pointing fingers. I'm glad I'm doing something so you can point at and you can talk about. Hey, come on. Be a part of doing something. The reason why you stay independent, because you can't get people to work together.
That I agree with 100%.
You can't get people to work together. I am the main belief of giving people jobs that they do good. No, I don't need you to do that. I need you to do this. And when you do this, it's bigger for the overall. Some people want to put their name on the top. Some people want to be the person, the man. That's the problem. Everybody want to be the man. They want their name on top of it. So you can't work with everybody. This ain't about the name. It's about the work that's going to go in. And at the end of the day, the results from it. This is what this is about. Independent. You got to be independent until you meet people that you can work with, that want to come on board with the overall and say, yo, listen, Milt, I know you can't do that. I can do it. And I say, oh, that's your job. Don't worry about this over there. Don't worry about that over there. Do your job. And that's what people cannot do. Only a handful of people can do that.
I agree with you on that one.
Only a handful of people can do that. They're always worrying about what you're doing. How much money is in your pocket. Bunch of chiefs, no Indians. So yes, you should be independent. I don't think that you should I don't think that you should work with somebody who already think that, you know, they don't need to be worked. You need me to do the event. Why? Who are you? Oh, I'm football. I'm somebody in football. All right, can you put 500 people in this park? Oh, well, I don't need you.
We got another one, man. I'll let you answer it. It says if those guys are running the national tournament, talking about D1 again, of course. This is a D1 show, I guess,
Okay.
man. I should have started my show today.
I didn't want that. We're gonna have to answer that after the commercial. We got bills to pay. Go ahead.
All right, it says if those guys are running the national tournament for 7 years, they should run a tighter ship.
Yeah, but I mean,
and with that, let me hit that. With that, I agree. But every year it gets bigger, so new things occur. There's not one All-Star game that has 18 states, over 2,500 kids. So things occur, and I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm not saying D1 Nation as a whole is perfect. We have flaws, and I say we because I'm a part of them now. We have flaws that we have to work out yearly. It's not something that we could just say, we could just picture everything that's going to occur. We didn't picture a field catching fire this year.
Yo, I gotta go. Hold on. I gotta go to the break. We're gonna finish it after the break. I gotta go to the break, man.
All right.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Kingdom listeners. You're listening to Cynthia Boone. They call me the Queen of Cars. I am the CEO of Kingdom Cars Unlimited, where you will get a Kingdom experience, not a dealership one. We can get you any make or model, new or used. Don't worry about your credit. If it's bad, we don't talk bad. We say trouble, because trouble don't last always. Call us at 917-309-0233. That number again is 917-309-0233. Also, at Kingdom Cars Unlimited, you'll never walk onto a dealer's lot. We deliver your car to the door so you can drive and go forward.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsOneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
Now.
We're back. NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. We got Coach Dave on the phone from Long Island, PST. Also, we got Ralph Draper from D1. D1. We gonna get. Hold on. Let me set that up, man. I'm gonna have to set that up because we just got some film in from that. We got film in from the arsonist in Georgia. You know, the arsonist in Georgia. But listen, the thing is this, man. You know, to get and David, you can agree me on this. To get 5 of us N-word together is very hard. You know how hard is that. You know what I'm saying? This is why when I built this podcast and I built this show, and Joe is here with me, I gave people duties. This is what you're responsible for. No, I think I can help you. No, I don't need help on that. I need you to do this. If you do this, you will help all of us. If you do that, you will help all of us. What is your job? This is what I need you to do. And I always give people the stuff they can do automatically. Ralph, we talked. And I even lend my hand on what I can do. He said, Milton, if you can do that, that'd help me. Yes, I can do that.
I want to give that man Jones a shout out. Yeah. He do a great job, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes, he's amazing. You know, I couldn't do
Joe's the best out there.
No, serious. I couldn't do this without Joe. Joe showed me a whole different world. And even though we have our back and forth and things, but I leave that up to him. I don't get, you know, that analog thing that's online and what he does, that's him. I can't do it. I'll sit in the corner and cry because I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed. And it's not like he's on board. He's my partner. He's part of this. He's invested. And Coach High brought me him, and I saw his value, and I said, "Nah, you're my partner." Now, some people would get like, "Why I'm not your partner? Because you only can do this." He can do certain things that move the needle. I can do certain things that move the needle, and it's loyalty to it. It's a loyalty to it that we are dedicated on doing what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If you see our show, let's go back to episode 2 and 3 and look at these episodes. You don't see progress? You don't see progress?
That's why you're still in the air, though.
Yeah, you don't see progress. That's progress. The reason why it's progress, because he does what he does and I do what I do. And we do it well. Yeah, the people try to like call them and try to get them over and try to do certain things and, yo, help me do this and this. And they still don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. He does what he do and I do what I do, and it's a perfect marriage. It's a perfect marriage. That's what keeping this thing going. And when you do events and when you do things, events and being promoters, you got to have the right team. And everybody on the team has to have an invested interest in it. I got that from Dane Dash. You can't be the head coach and you want all the coaches to work for you and you the head coach. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't be the head coach and want everybody to work for you.
Exactly.
Even the head coach is smart enough. I got to get that coordinator. I got to get that, and I got to give him responsibilities and hold him accountable. Or I got to get this guy and this coordinator and get this running back coach. I got to get all these guys working together. You know.
It don't work like that all the time, though, brother. Trust me.
It ain't me. It ain't me. It's them.
You know that, Dave. Why you think I do a lot of things by myself?
It ain't
I gotta
me.
be real selective, man.
It ain't me. It's them. It ain't me. It's them. Some people feel because they know because they are notarized, because they known. You should go to them first. No, you should go to me first before you do something. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
That's all right.
I'm not saying that you're nobody, but you're not me. I ain't saying that you're nobody, but you're not me. And soon the thing gets sour, soon the setback comes, you gone. You out. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I got a compliment, man.
I got nothing to do with that. I got nothing to do with that. I'm out.
Ralph got a compliment.
I got a compliment.
You got a
I'm
compliment?
gonna make all right.
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, Ralph. You put 11 teams from New York and Atlanta, the biggest represented state down there. Even though Mike set it on fire, New York left a mark.
That's it.
I agree with you 100% on that, but I can't take full credit for putting those teams together. The coaches did majority of the work putting those teams together, so I wouldn't even take the credit from those coaches that was out there with those teams, with those players day in and day out, practicing and doing all that stuff in the snow, all of that. Hats off to all the coaches from those 11 teams that went ahead and did that and worked with me side by side to make sure this was an event. And New York surely did leave an impact down there. We were the biggest state in Atlanta that for that event. We took over the opening ceremony. It was beautiful. We took over that whole football field. Teams had to move over just for New York to get it.
New York.
New York took over that event. We took over. Hands
New
down,
York.
we took over.
And man, that's wonderful, man. That's beautiful. So let's get to this video we got here, man. It was an arsonist down in GA, man. You know, it was a real arsonist down in GA. We got the exclusive video, and Ralph, we want you to comment on it because I don't know what's going on, man. You know, this just came in. We got it queued up, Joe.
Didn't they tell us not to have fireworks? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Just do it. Oh, just do it. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. Give me the big birthday. Big birthday. You sure? You know my big birthday is like not stable. Give me big birthday. Give me big birthday. Hurry up. Right, give me. What the hell is going on? What are you doing? Didn't I tell you not to put fireworks on the field? What is wrong with you? No, you blocked that. This $100,000 football field. You blocked that. Put the club soda on it. Put the club soda on it. Oh man, somebody better call the fire department.
We back. Exclusive video. You know, I came up with.
Mil, you a fool for that, Mil. You a fool, Mil.
You blocked that.
They should have wrapped it with marshmallows.
Put the club soda on it. You blocked that. Yo, you see the last picture? Dude burnt the whole field up.
That's crazy. I saw the whole stuff was bananas.
He burnt the whole thing.
I'm telling you, and that took the cake for New York. But it was so much craziness, New York, and that's why I agree with they say New York left their mark. They left their mark, man. Every field we was at, they left their mark.
Yeah, but what's up with that Georgia grass? That thing catch on like that?
It was like 5 degrees out there, and that was just dry. It was 3 fields that was like that, and we had 1 turf field at that same location.
Then he could have started a damn forest fire.
Yo, and that's what I thought. I was like, yo, man, if you did it on the concrete, they wouldn't have said nothing to you. Even though fireworks weren't allowed, they wouldn't have said nothing to you if you did it on the concrete. But you did it on some dry grass that was bound to happen.
He didn't know, man. He didn't know.
That was a turf field. You said grass field.
Well, no, that was the grass. If that was the turf, they would have shut the park down on us. They would have shut the park down. The fire department was out there, everything. Man, we would have got kicked out. I don't know how we would have overcame that objective. I can tell you that. Surely ain't planned for that to happen. But if they would have kicked us out, that would have been a disaster on its own.
Yo, this is CNN, man. It's a forest fire in Georgia.
Wow, that's crazy.
You got You got planes flying ahead with the
When they
water.
told me that, man, I was like, oh, baby, hold on. Nah, there wasn't no field. It was just the side of the spot where they was practicing that. It wasn't the field. I know one of my coaches did not do that to a field. No, I don't believe it.
Yo, that field is chalked. You see the last picture, Ralph?
Yeah, I seen it in person.
The grass, it's got no grass, bro. That grass must be dry as hell.
It was. It was like, hey. So if I could have threw a match on there, it would have went up.
For real?
Yeah. It was dry. It was completely dry.
Like hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
If somebody was smoking a cigarette and threw it on there, it would have went up in flames.
Well, let's be glad that it didn't happen. We can laugh about it and be honest with you, I found out about it because I saw it. They was on the group. They was on the NYC Youth Sports group page, and they posted, they teasing themselves. So I was, okay, I'm gonna get a part of this. You know, I wanted to get Smokey the Bear, but we got it late.
I'm about to go through the tunnel so my joint might go off a little.
All right, yo, Dave, man, thanks for calling, Dave. Anytime. Yo, we got to get together and talk about some things, man, for real.
No question. I told you, well, my ear's always there, brother.
All right, man, we doing some things, and we need some, professional, saying things.
Hit me up tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow, bro.
All right. Cool, Ralph? You said that to Ralph or me? Okay. All right.
All right, brother.
All right. Cool. Thanks for calling. Yeah, we're going to get out of here, man. We had a light show today, man. Thanks for Dave from PST calling Coach Dave. Thank you, Ralph from D1.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I wish I could put this film on there, man. I just got to film the entrance that they did I got somebody to do for the 13U, but it's gonna take too long for the.
Oh yeah. We probably
just sent it to me.
We probably show it next week. We got a dynamic show next week. We got the E-Hall head coach coming in exclusively, Coach Danny Lambert. We got him in the studio. Call up and ask Coach anything you want. He'll be in the studio, 2-time PSAL championship. He sends more kids to college in the public school program. He be in the studio next week at 8 o'clock. Be sharp, and tonight we had a light show, but we got a dynamic shows coming up and things are going on, and we're going to bring it to you as we getting it, and D1 show is coming in and coming on, and a few months. We start off in March, probably, and then we got some other shows that we bringing up, and we building this channel, the WTY, right? WTY channel, and it's dynamic. We bringing in more shows, more different looks in youth sports, spreading out the workload, for the podcast show, and just bringing in a lot of dynamic talent that we, putting them behind the mic and let them talk and let them bring in and promote the stuff they like in youth football. This was coming up. And just like I said, this is a brand new season. Second season of the Youth Sports Podcast Show, NYC. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milt. We'll be back next week at 8 o'clock. Danny Lambert is in the building. E-Hall Coach is in the building all show. Call us up, 347-776-7070. Email us any questions to ask the coach. We're going to be talking about college. We're going to be talking about the what expect with the freshmen, what it's going to do with the seniors, what's going on with the COVID. We're going to talk about everything, man, and we're glad to have this dynamic coach in. All right? Yo, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you next week, and we are out of here. See you later, Ralph.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, man. Always good.
Didn't they tell us not to have fireworks? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Just do it. Oh, just do it. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. Give me the big birthday. Big birthday. You sure? You know my big birthday is like not stable. Give me big birthday. Give me big birthday. Hurry up. Right, give me. What the hell is going on? What are you doing? Didn't I tell you not to put fireworks on the field? What is wrong with you? No, you blocked that. This $100,000 football field. You blocked that. Put the club soda on it. Put the club soda on it. Oh man, somebody better call the fire department.